Jim Phillips here, and this is Java with Jim. Welcome to another edition. Grateful to have you here. Had to put that mug down. Grateful to be here. I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to share with you some of the random notes that I write on this yellow pad. I don't know if you're like me, but I always have a yellow pad or some kind of paper handy so that when I get thoughts that come in, I write them down. Sometimes I'll elaborate on it. Other times I'll just write down what's on my mind, set it aside, come back and read it. I'm always surprised, however, at what I write when I come back and look at it. Sometimes I don't remember writing it in the way that it appears on the page. Sometimes it's just some random thought that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but I might gain some sense of it later on. And this was one of those cases. I just picked up this pad. I was just looking at some of the notes that I had written, and I came across this page, and the page says across the top, "It all sounds crazy." So I'm going to read a little bit of this to you and then just get into a little brief conversation about what I believe that it means and what we can do with it. So here we go. When I hear myself tell others about my understanding of life, life's purpose, our purpose, or more specifically, my purpose, I think that sounds crazy. And then I consider other perspectives regarding the same topics, and then I think, that sounds crazy. And then I consider stories from organized religion and how those religions say we're supposed to live this way, and if we do, we're going to be rewarded, and if we don't, we're going to be condemned, and that all sounds crazy. So what's the truth? And that's the whole point of this. All of this information is out there. We all have access to it. We can openly receive it, or because we so deeply hold certain beliefs, we don't allow new information, new ideas, new perspectives in. So we're stuck in that belief, but it doesn't make it true. And that's the whole point of this. Just because you hold something as true does not make it the truth. So a couple of things I know for certain, and that is, the truth is always the truth. It is never not the truth. It is the truth. However, we can believe something individually, collectively. We can believe that something is true, hold it as true, live our lives as if it were true, make decisions as if it were true, but it doesn't make it the truth. And when I consider that I might be making decisions about my life that are not the truth, I question, how far from the truth am I? Are the beliefs I hold leading me to the truth, which really gets to my whole understanding of why we're here to begin with, which is the progressive realization of the truth, that everything we do, every experience we have, every decision we make should be made with that in mind. Is this leading me closer and closer to the truth? Now, of course, to do that, you've got to be open to other perspectives. And I will just tell you this. If someone tells you something and you say, "That's crazy," it doesn't mean it's not true. It just means it sounds crazy to you because of what you already hold as true, which doesn't mean you have the truth. Be open to other perspectives, other ideas, other ways of living life, other ways of interacting with people. I mean, just be open to life, I guess, is the easier way to say that. Don't be so stuck in what you hold is true that you're not allowing yourself to experience more of what life would have to offer. And again, just because something sounds like it's crazy doesn't mean it's not the truth. Just because it doesn't support what you hold is true doesn't mean it's not the truth. Be open and receptive to new ideas, new information, and discern. So how do we discern? The best way I know is you get into your heart center. And we all know when something resonates as true with us. We feel it. We feel it right here in our heart center. So if someone says something that sounds crazy, if you read something that sounds crazy, if you hear or read something that is contrary to what you hold is true, Feel it. Is it true? Could it potentially be true? Do I need more information about it to make sure that it's true or not true? But give yourself that opportunity to expand your understanding. Don't get hung up in what you hold as true as being the truth. And again, this is not about proving oneself wrong. This is about expanding and experiencing ourselves in a much greater way, expanding our understanding of what life is all about, of what we're here to do, of really the purpose of us being here. And then ideally it's about getting to the truth, which again is what I believe to be our true purpose, the progressive realization of the truth. I'm going to leave it at that. Let that sit with you for a little bit, let it marinate, so to speak. I would love to hear what questions, what thoughts you have around that. I would love to hear something that you were told at one point in time was crazy that you now hold as true, or that you have discerned to the point where you know that it is truth, where you have felt it in your heart center and you know this is truth. I'm gonna leave you with one other thing. And that is, what we hold as true is only true until it's not. What we hold as true is only true until it's not. And that's when we get to the truth. I'm Jim Phillips. This has been Java with Jim. I appreciate you. I look forward to the next time we get together. Until then, take care and be well. Bye now.